Becoming a millionaire is actually stupid simple. All you have to do is open an investment account, put $750 a month into that investment account, invest it in a total stock market index fund, wait 27 years, and then wake up with over $1 million in your account. No, becoming a millionaire is not hard. The problem is you. And today I want to tell you 7 reasons why you are not going to become a millionaire and what you can do about that. Okay, the first reason you're not going to become a millionaire is 4 letters. YOLO, YOLO, you only live once. This is the attitude that I'm only on this planet once, I need to make the most of it. But what that translates into is I need to spend all the money that I make, and in fact more than I make, to have all kinds of unique experiences in this life. Listen, coming from the ultimate YOLO guy myself, I sold my house, I quit my job, and I moved my family into an RV, and we traveled around the United States for 2.5 years. I had no income. I stopped investing. I blew through over $100,000 doing this. We hit 38 states and 20 national parks and made 1 million memories along the way. I love YOLO, but my goodness, it is going to stop you from becoming a millionaire if you don't build your financial foundation first. What I mean is you need a focused 5 to 10 years of living on a budget and putting money into your investment accounts and letting those things start to build compound interest. And you got to do this while you're younger. And if you're not younger, you're going to have to just put a little more in. You have to get to the point where your money will ultimately grow to enough at retirement age. Now, I've got a couple of videos on this. This is a concept known as coast fire, meaning you can coast to financial independence. You just need to have enough invested that if you never put another penny in the market, you'll get there. But the problem is because you can't see that potentially happening, or you think I need to go live life now, that you just blow all of your money. You don't think that retirement is achievable, and you just don't think it's worth your time. And there's a lot of other reasons. We'll get to those in this video, but don't let the whole you only live once concept stop you from investing. In fact, it should make you invest more now so you can YOLO the heck out of the rest of your life. Trust me, as the guy that did that and is doing that, I highly recommend build your financial foundation, get those investments in place, automate it, treat it like a bill and ignore it, and then you can YOLO. All right, reason number 2, you're not going to become a millionaire is because investing is scary. Now listen, anything you don't know enough about is scary. Knowledge is power when it comes to investing. Listen, I was scared of investing. In fact, I hired a financial advisor for the first 9 years of my investing journey. From age 18 to age 27, I had a financial advisor. That financial advisor put me in terrible mutual funds, charged me massive fees, and I basically made no money for 9 years. It was not great, but it was because I was unknowledgeable about how investing works. Investing is so simple in that you just need to have a high conviction investment and then just do that for a long period of time. You just got to be consistent. Now, I'm a big fan of index funds. Index funds make investing not scary. What an index fund does is it follows a stock market index such as the S&P 500. That's the top 500 companies in the US. I want to invest in the top 500 companies. And the cool thing about that is now I own these 500 companies. As they make money, I make money. If one of them fails, I've got 499 others to lean on that will eventually out-earn and make it worth it. And if you zoom out, the S&P 500 has averaged about 10% a year. And 10% a year compounding over time, such as 27 years of investing, can get you to millionaire status real quick. That is something that is possible and achievable. So don't be scared of the stock market. Learn about the stock market. Learn about financial independence. Learn about index funds. Learn about investing fees. Learn about tax-advantaged investment accounts. All those things are important, but you don't have to be scared of investing, especially when you buy something like an index fund that will diversify your investments immediately, charge you low fees, and have a long track record of 10% returns. So you don't have to be scared of investing. Trust me, I was at first, but just a little bit of learning about passive investing and index funds can alleviate those fears. All right, reason number 3, you will not become a millionaire. You might be thinking 27 years is way too long to wait to become a millionaire. Now listen, I gave a formula at the beginning of this where you got to invest $750 a month for 27 years to get there. That is possible. There are people that do that. But the problem is if you have the short-sightedness saying 27 years is too long to wait, When are you going to get there? How else are you going to get there? If it's build a business, make a ton more money, you should be doing those things anyway while you're also investing. Also, most people that I know don't statically invest the same amount every month. They start with a certain amount and then they ratchet that up as they make more money. And if they have a big business deal and have an exit, boom, they just put a ton of that money in the market. Ultimately, you want to deploy your money into investments so they can do the hard lifting for you. Because ultimately, your investments will put food on your table when you are no longer working to do that. So the earlier and sooner you start investing, the more chance you have to start to ratchet up those investments. So it might actually be faster than 27 years. You might get there in 20 years or less. And that's actually not a very long time to get to millionaire status, considering average people retire with about $250,000 or less in their retirement accounts. So it is a long time. It's not a lifetime. But if you want to become a millionaire in this lifetime, you got to start now. All right, reason number 4, you will not become a millionaire is you refuse to budget. Yes, I use the big bad B word, and it's so important. Here's a misconception people have about budgeting. They think budgeting is, all right, I got to write down everything I can't do. I got to cut everything out that's fun in my life so I can, quote unquote, save some money. And it's not going to make a difference anyway because it's only $100, $200 more a month or whatever. That's not how it works. That is not budgeting at all. Get that out of your mind. What you need to do is create a cash flow spending plan to optimize your money. Does that sound a little better than budgeting? Cash flow optimized spending plan. What that is you take the things that are important to you and obviously your necessities, your food and shelter and utilities and transportation, things like that. But then you actually add in a ton of fun stuff. If you've ever heard of the 50-30-20 principle, the idea is budget 50% for your needs, but 30% of your money should go toward the things you want. So if you make 10 grand a month, you should spend 3 grand a month on stuff you enjoy doing. Right? Fancy restaurants and coffee and travel, all those fun things should be built into your budget and then save 20% of your income. Well, at that point, 20% of your income is about 2 grand a month. Hey, by the way, that's way more than 750. You'll get to millionaire status way faster. It can be done, but because you refuse to look at those numbers, maybe you're scared of them. I totally get that. But once you look at your numbers, create a plan for your money that is based on what you actually care about, and then automate a lot of that process. That is the fastest way to grab a hold of your income and deploy it into investments to grow into becoming a millionaire. Now, what I do for my financial coaching clients is we do what's called a financial audit. And so we will actually sit down and they will dump 90 days worth of spending data into my spreadsheet that I've created. We'll sort it all out and I will have them rank every transactions by what's important to them and what's not important to them. It's eye-opening. Sometimes it's scary, but once they have the information and they can rank those, we usually quickly find $400 to $500 to $600 a month that they wasted money on and that they go, oh, I shouldn't have spent this money here. And so once they have that information, it's a very easy pivot. Let's redirect that money toward investing, saving goals, something else. And now they have taken hold of this budgeting concept, turned it into a cash flow optimized spending plan, and we automate the process so it's a no-brainer. So budgeting doesn't have to be scary. You just have to know what's important to you, look at the actual data, don't avoid looking in your financial mirror, look at the information, and then just make some decisions. So budgeting is going to help you become a millionaire faster. All right, reason number 5, you will not become a millionaire is because you think index funds are boring. Buying stock market funds is boring. Putting the same amount of money in every single month is super boring. Guess what? The richest investors are boring. Talk to Warren Buffett, the greatest investor of the last 100 years easily, and he says what most people need to do is buy an S&P 500 index fund. He actually put it in his will. When I die, I'm just telling my wife to put the money in an S&P 500 index fund. If Uncle Warren says to do it, it must be something we should pay attention to. And good investing is boring. You know what bad investing is? Following trends, watching financial news and trying to get a jump on the headlines so I can, like all that crap is going to make people broke. There was a study out there called the Dalbar study, and they looked at actively managed mutual funds and active traders, people that like try to make decisions based on timing the market versus just S&P 500 index fund investors. And there was over a 3% difference in those portfolios, but that 3% difference over 30 years turned into almost $800,000 different. So if index funds are boring and you need some excitement in your life, just know that excitement might cost you $800,000 in your retirement. If you think that excitement is worth it, go for it. But boring index funds build wealth. I like to say index and chill. That's all you got to do. Automate the process, ignore it, and let it do its thing. All right, reason number 6 you will not become a millionaire is because you are focused on getting rich quickly through things like cryptocurrency or meme stocks. So listen, I like crypto. In fact, I own crypto and I've been investing in crypto since late 2019, early 2020, and I still hold it. And it's fun in some cases, but a lot of times people just go broke. And unless you really know what you're doing with crypto, you're going to get scammed. You're going to lose almost all of your money, and it's not going to go very well. And it's too volatile for most people. They're going to see, oh man, I made all this money, and then boom, it's gone. Listen, I made $38,000 and I lost it in 4 days because crypto is insane. And I broke even, luckily, but man, I know some people that didn't, and it did not go well at all. So listen, don't be attracted to this 100x gain, 200x gain, all of this stuff that you see in crypto or meme stocks, things like that. That is how people go broke. Listen, you're trading against people that are much smarter than you with AI-driven data in algorithms that trade in fractions of a second. Like, you're not going to win against that. There's also people that use influencers to pump up the price, and then they just dump on you as soon as you buy it, and you'll never get that money back. There's so many schemes going on. Listen, put money into crypto, but you're going to keep that into less than 10% of your total portfolio. It is an asset that is volatile. It's an asset that is an alternative asset shouldn't be the core of your portfolio. And I don't care if the crypto bros hate me. Again, I've got Coinbase videos on this YouTube channel. You'll see me talking about it all the time. I help people build that into their portfolios as part of my coaching program. But again, chasing excitement is not the way to build wealth. Having a slow and steady plan of boring index funds and then some alternative assets like crypto or real estate or anything else can help you build that wealth over time. But chasing gains will not get you there. All right, and finally, number 7 is active trading. Now, we talked a little bit about chasing gains, but if you have a Robinhood account, transfer your money out and shut it down right now. Listen, Robinhood isn't necessarily evil. They allow you to buy index funds, in fact, on Robinhood, and they have low fees. Problem is, the entire app is designed to gamify stock trading and crypto trading. And by gamify, they incentivize you. They make you want to click more. The way they do their notifications, the way they show everything within the app is to get you to try to chase today's winners and try to make more money each day. And they say that active trading is the way to do it. The only reason they gamify active trading is because they make money on your trading. So whether that's the fees, the spread, there's something called payment for order flow, all of these things are designed to make you trade more. And when you trade more, Robinhood makes billions of dollars. Okay, that's Coinbase, crypto apps, same thing. So if you think you can pick stocks better than hedge funds, you can pick stocks better than the best stock pickers in the world, and you can outperform the market, you will not become a millionaire. Listen, there's a study that was done, and over 20 years, actively managed mutual funds. They have data, AI, and teams of analysts and MBA folks, PhDs, all of these people researching to try to pick the best funds and active stock trading to try to beat the market. 94% of them could not do it. 94% of them could not outperform the market over a 20-year period. The S&P 500 crushed them. The S&P 500 just owns everything. Instead of trying to beat the market, you just be the market. So if you're chasing outperformance in the markets, you will not become a millionaire. Buy and hold plain old index funds is going to get you there. So listen, becoming a millionaire is stupid simple. Buy and hold index funds, let the market do its thing, and boom, you'll wake up in 20 plus years at the $1 million in the bank. But let me just show you. Let me show you the actual data. So this is officialdata.org. They have the S&P 500 data. Over the last 100 years, it's averaged 10.46% per year. So $100 would have turned into $2.3 million if you just held on to it for 100 years. But let's even look at the last 30 years, because man, it has been crazy, right? We've had the .com crash and the stock market crash and the pandemic and interest rates, all these stuff. There's so many terrible things. And if you look at it, oh wait, hey look, 10.6% per year. So let's throw that into a calculator. I want to prove this point that it's really easy to become a millionaire. If you start with $0 today, and we talked about putting $750 a month, if you make $7,500 a month, put 10% of your money away and let it cook for 30 years at that 10% interest rate. It's actually 10.6, but let's put in 10. Boom. $1.48 million in 30 years. By year 27, you'll have $1.08 million put away. If you wait a few more years, you're almost at $1.5 million bucks. So it's not hard to become a millionaire. You just have to trust the process. Stop trying to mess around with stock trading and crypto and all this stuff. Just automate your money into an index fund and let it do its thing. You can absolutely become a millionaire. And listen, you can become a millionaire and you're still allowed to stop investing in your 30s. I stopped investing when I was 32 years old, and I'm going to retire with $2.8 million, even if I never put another penny in the stock market. If you want to learn how that actually works, I made an entire video on the process right here.